The number one thing all modern women want over everything else. Let's go on and talk about it.
I was just patient, never try skating. Fuck niggas hating.
What's going on there, man? In this video, I want to break down the number one absolute thing that all modern women want over all of the trips, the gifts, the money, her bills paid, you as arm candy, intimacy. The number one thing that all modern women want over everything else I just listed is control. Now, there's an old school saying. Pimps have lived by this rule since the beginning of time. If you control the mind, the body must follow. So these are the ways that a modern woman will infiltrate your mind. She's either going to do it directly or indirectly, assertively or covertly. Okay, they both use their looks and sexuality to do this because that's what men's weaknesses are. Okay? If you grant her access to your mind in any way, you have been compromised. So in this video, I want to teach men how to not be compromised, how to not allow a woman to infiltrate your mind. This will protect you against any woman, but specifically the modern woman in this video. Now, I said there were two ways that a modern woman can infiltrate your mind because that her goal is to control your mind, therefore your body will follow. So I'm going to give you the two types of modern women that you're going to encounter. Now listen closely because there are subtle differences, but there's major differences as well. And if you have been on the dating scene and you've talked to multiple women, then it's more than likely if you already approach one of the other or both. I'm going to help you understand how their minds work and how they operate right here in one video. I'm going to jam-pack this video for you. This might be a video that you can watch over and over so that you let it sink in and you really adopt what I'm saying in the way of the thinking of these women, and you'll be protected just like I am. I'm guarded. I dodge bullets regularly. Not real bullets, but I dodge heartache and being manipulated on a regular basis when I'm out here dating and dealing with women as a single man. Okay? Let me go ahead and dive right into it. Now, I'm going to show you what both approaches look like, both types of the modern women. We have the assertive modern woman, and then we have the covert modern woman. Now, first, I'm going to address the assertive modern woman. I have 10 ways that she tries to infiltrate your brain. Number one, she will list her demands up front and wait for you to comply. Okay, that is simple. When you go online dating and you see a woman, she's saying, if you don't have this, if you don't do that, don't even click heart or, click left and swipe left and stuff like that. Or you can meet her in real life and she's talking, you can't even get to know her. She's like, send me a Cash App. In order to get my attention, send me a Cash App. So there's something that she's going to let you know up front that I need up front before you can even talk to me. Okay, and this is you gotta understand this, fellas. A woman talking to you like that before she even gave you an opportunity to get to know her, or she even attempted to get to know you beyond your name, that is her calling you a goofy straight out the gate. And it's an arrogant way to think. We know you're not a goofy. I know you're not a goofy. I know I'm not a goofy. But a woman would still, when I approach her, she would act like because I'm approaching her, I'm a goofy. That is a woman with the mind state of every man in the world is a goofy. Only man she wouldn't treat like a goofy is a man that she knows is required of her to show respect in order to extract supply from him. And this is a guy who probably pulls up in a Bentley or a Benz or a Beamer, who meets the criteria of the ideology she has of a high value man. But as soon as she sees you, if you don't instantly have $1 million worth of jewelry on your neck and you're not a celebrity, you're a goofy. Okay, so the very first thing is she will list her demands up front and wait for you to comply before moving forward. Number two, she will limit access to herself unless upfront compensation is acquired. So this goes beyond her first encounter with you. Every time you come in contact with this woman, there has to be some form of payment. There has to be cash app. There has to be some kind of compensation in order for her to entertain you beyond that conversation. And this is beyond your first encounter. We all know what that sounds like. Number three, she is entitled to the princess treatment simply because she's her. No other reason. Because she's her, she's entitled to the princess treatment. Number four, she uses terms of endearment before any connection has been established. So, baby, honey, my love, sweetie, boyfriend. She uses these terms to lure you in, to tug on your heartstrings and make you think that there's an opportunity that she might have a heart that she's willing to give you, feelings that she's willing to share with you, the ability to connect with you. None of these things are true. But she knows how men are wired. She knows that men are starving for affection. She knows as far as sexuality is concerned, she's the more dominant sex. I need you guys to really listen to this one. Okay? Because if you get it, if you let it sink in, and you're not just watching the video because you're bored, then you will understand the mindset of these women. Right now, I'm addressing the assertive modern woman and how her approach is. She is using her sexuality to dominate men, to infiltrate their minds, because once you control the mind, the body must follow. She can get more than just one instance of supply from you. If she can control your mind, she can get it from you anytime she needs, moving into the future. Number five, she bases her availability on your cooperation. So if you are a cooperative participant in her foolishness, in her mind game, if you are going with the flow, if she feels like she is successful at infiltrating your mind, she will be available to you more often. You might start to believe that this woman actually has the capacity to grow emotional connections with you. If you have any resistance or you show any resistance, she is going to maintain a more stagnant connection. It's going to be like having two of the three prongs on your electric input or output. You never get a solid connection when you're trying to plug it into the output. Number six, she uses jealousy to coerce you into submission by saying things like, what you won't do, another man will. This immediately, in most men's brains, tells him you are replaceable. I know I'm the prize. Someone else will do the things that you don't want to do. You are obligated to do these things for me. If you don't, I'll still get them done, just not by you. You are irrelevant. You are a bottom feeder. You are a slave to your lustful desires. If you want to read between the lines on what this woman is saying to you, it's exactly that. If she tells you what you won't do, another man will. And those little seeds and feeling of doubt and insecurity and jealousy creep up in your mind. And you might feel compelled to do what she's asking you to do just so you don't lose her. Number 7, she aggressively is spamming you. Let me repeat that. She's aggressively spamming you. What I mean by this is like she's like a bill collector. You told her, you promised her something at a later date. She constantly rings you and texts you. You still gonna do that, right? You still got me, right? Asking repeatedly, confirming, then reconfirming with you regarding something you promised. This makes you feel obligated. It puts a fire up under your butt. You get up there and you try to figure out, if you don't already have it together, you get out there and try to make it happen. You feel obligated. Now, of course, you're only going to feel obligated based on your lustful desires. Because if you just gotta have her, this will work on you. Number 8, needing deposits or collateral to proceed. This is kind of like what I said earlier where, she limits access to herself unless upfront compensation is acquired. Well, number 8 is she needs deposits or collateral to proceed. This one's slightly different because collateral can be something as simple as you having her at your house, her knowing where you live. That's collateral. Because if you don't do what you said you were going to do, I can tell your wife. I can destroy your car. I can bust your windows. This is serious business. This isn't for entertainment purposes. I don't make these videos to look cool. I'm bringing awareness to so anybody who needs it. If you don't, go ahead and jump off the video. I don't care. But this really happens. This is you letting a woman know where you live. If you pull up and she sees your license plate and she can jot down your license plate number, she has collateral. I don't know why y'all think that this is just some frivolous game, like these women aren't trying to infiltrate your brain. That's how you get caught up. That's how you get divorced. That's how you get single, dealing with these women. Because you're thinking, you're not thinking. You're not using the big head. You're using the little head. In this video, I'm trying to help you see something. Number 8, she makes false promises to reciprocate. That's an easy one. Yeah, I got you, boo. Absolutely. Yeah, you send me that money, I got you. Okay, baby. When I come into town on the 13th, today's the not 10th. Yeah, I'll be with you. You really think she's going to be available on the 13th? Or you think she's going to require another deposit? You can try it if you want. Number 10, she sweet talks you. She's all in your ear, giving you that soft, sweet, mature, caring. Oh, man, if you're a straight guy, there's nothing more beautiful than the sound of a woman's voice, especially when she's in a good mood. She's giving off very vibrant, radiant, positive energy. Feels good. It feels validating. You're getting all kind of reassurance and validation and compliments. Yeah. She sweet talks your little ear holes off. And you believe everything she says. And if you don't believe what she says, you still enjoy the sensation of her voice in your ears. and then you become more submissive. Now, her focus primarily is instant gratification. She's not thinking long term. She's thinking right now. Everything that she's going after, she needs it right now. That's why she will blow your phone up like a bill collector. That's why she needs compensation up front. She's living the fast life. This is virgin. This is the assertive, the overt modern woman. Right now. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Lock it in. She's a salesperson. She needs to have you sign this contract before she leaves your presence. She's like a sports agent. If you've ever seen Jerry Maguire. Let's sign on the line right now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Before you got an opportunity to think, before you got an opportunity to change your mind, I need your name on this dotted line. That's the assertive, overt modern woman. If you thought that was something, you have no idea. Let me break down the covert modern woman. If you still thinking this is a game, I'm going to learn you. Number 2, the covert. Things get a little bit more serious on this one. Number 1, she plays quiet and shy to lower your guard. You're not going to think that this woman is trying to use you. She's not listing any upfront demands. She hasn't listed any demands. She appears to be easygoing and genuine. You ain't nothing like the last chick I talked to. I feel a connection with you. Number 2, she never asks you for anything. But on the inside of her brain, her thought process is, if I have to ask, I don't want it. What is that saying? She's entitled. She feels the same way the assertive modern woman feels, but she is like, she's even more prideful than her. Her pride levels are slightly lower because she is thinking more of salesperson, go getter, get out there, closed mouths don't get fed. I better say something. The covert modern woman is like, I already know he gonna do it. I ain't gotta do all of that. Watch this. Number 3, she gives it up quick to lock you in before showing her hand. So she ain't asking you for nothing. And then she gives it up easy. That's nothing like the overt modern woman. I think I found me one. Just keep on going. Number 4, she claims to be independent. Makes you believe that that's not what she's here for. Independent woman who got her own, who sustains on her own without the help of outside sources like men's money. She doesn't ask you for anything. She gave it up quickly and easily. There's no way she could be playing me. There's no way she's a typical modern woman. You don't know what you're talking about, Jerome. That sounds like she likes me. Number 5, she does the bare minimum for you, but it's something to persuade you to return a bigger favor. She did a couple of things for me. She took me out to eat. Did she do anything significant? Nah, but I don't require a woman to do nothing for me, man. It's the man's job to pursue the woman. Everything's still sounding real good, or at least normal. Number 6, passive aggressive behavior. Silent treatments, detachments, annoyance, irritability, sulking to draw you into her with concern. Oh, okay, what's going on here? This woman who has it all figured out, she's Miss Independent. She doesn't need anything from a man. She gives it up because she likes you. She doesn't ask you for anything. She's quiet and shy. She's irritated. She's annoyed. She's quiet. She's giving me the silent treatment. She doesn't have much conversation. She detaches and goes away for a few days at a time. I thought we were straight. I thought you liked me. Why aren't you being honest about how you feel on the inside? The fact that you're even asking yourself these questions have drawn you into her emotionally. She got that emotional connection she was looking for. Now you're concerned about what's going on in her brain and how you can fix the problem, because that's what us men, we want to do. We want to fix things. We either want to build something or fix something. It's in our nature. Number 7, withholds intimacy and affection. She'll answer my calls. She'll meet up with me. But I noticed the last couple of times I met up with her, she wasn't in the mood, or there were circumstances that prevented us from being able to be intimate. Bro, this is a deep one right here, because women are so slick with this one. She'll legit have you come over when she has a full house. There's no way you going in the bedroom. She'll invite you over when it's that time of the month. So there's no way you're going in the bedroom. This woman is crafty. And you be like, I spent time with her a couple of times and we ain't do nothing. And you thinking that's normal because she wants to spend time with me that's outside of sex, outside of intimacy. Okay. Number 8, she guilts you by asking others for help or claiming you don't do it for her like she does for you. Imagine being with a woman who never asks you for help. She's Miss Independent. She don't need nothing from nobody. She gave it up quick and easy, so she must genuinely like you. She's shy and quiet, so she's not, arrogant and pompous. And then when she needs help, she asks somebody else, and you're the one sitting there sleeping with her. And you're like, why didn't you ask me? You were supposed to volunteer, my man. If she has to ask, she don't want it. You'll hear her say this. This is something you just might hear her say. Why I gotta ask you? I thought you cared about me. You're supposed to automatically volunteer your services. And now you're like, okay. All right, here you go. Next time, just tell me. She's not going to tell you. If she tells you, she gives you a limit. If she doesn't tell you, you potentially exceed that limit. I need you to understand this. She's going to extract what she needs out of you without saying nothing to you. She's going to allow you and the kindness in your heart because she saw something in you just like the overt modern woman did. This woman said, oh, got me one. He's a good guy. He's led by the Holy Spirit. He's going to be nice, generous. I know he's generous because when he took me on the date, he paid for everything. And he kept checking in with me to make sure I was okay. Make sure I had everything I needed. Good. I need a man like him in my life. I need somebody to make sure that I have everything I need. Number 9, not opening up or being vulnerable and claiming that she doesn't feel safe enough yet to get you to prove your love to her. Manipulation. So now you are in this, well, I got a good girl who's shy and quiet. She doesn't ask me for anything. She's Miss Independent. She got a couple of things going on with her, but that's typical for a woman, like silent treatment, detachment. Things happen in people's lives. Their behavior change. I can give her a pass on that. She isn't cheating on me or nothing like that. You know, oh, okay. Why you ask your sister for the money when you could have asked me? Here. Don't ask nobody else no more. Come to me. She never comes to you. Okay. I noticed the last couple of times I came over, we ain't do nothing. Oh, but this time your kids were awake. Oh, but this time it was a party. We couldn't do it. Oh, but this time it was that time of the month. Okay. Maybe I'm reading too deep into that. You get a pass on that one too. I noticed that when we talk, you never really tell me what you're going through. I'm the type I really like to go through my stuff on my own. I'm just an overthinker. Let me repeat that. I'm just an overthinker. Let me repeat that. I'm just an overthinker. Yeah, you overthinking, all right. You overthinking on how to dominate my mind so that my body will follow. Number 10, never satisfied with your efforts, but she will breadcrumb you. She will give you a kiss when you or some affection when you have done something that she likes. But this is short-lived because she has just groomed you for that pattern to where she's like, you do what I want you to do, I give you affection. You do what I want you to do, I give you intimacy. You do what I want you to do, I act like we're all good. But there's going to be something else I need in a few days, and I'm going to withdraw and detach and go back away and be silent, and I'm going to draw you in so that you are hyper-focused on me and concerned with me, my whereabouts, my mental state, my happiness, me. And then when I finally have another need, you are going to skip to my loo, my darling. Yeah. Overt or covert. Assertive or indirect. That's what you're going to be faced with. Now, I understand how for some men, this is a lot to take in because you're like, man, how do I avoid that? How do I protect myself against that? You came to the right place, my friend. You definitely came to the right place. The type of men they cannot manipulate. Keep in mind that the covert woman is the most dangerous and will take anything you say as a direct challenge. So you're not going to scare this woman away by listing your boundaries up front. You're not going to say, look, just so we know before we start dating, I don't pay women's bills. That ain't my woman. I don't give women money. I ain't a trick. You can say all of that. She's going to be in her head like, yet. Now, you tell the overt woman this, she going to be like, well, that's what I'm looking for. So if you ain't going to do that, you wasting my time. Go out there and try it. Think I'm playing. Think I don't know what I'm talking about. You will find out. And you're going to be like, man, and you're going to come right back to this video and other videos like this, and you're going to watch it over and over, and you're going to take notes like you should. And you're going to fully learn the patterns and what to look out for, and you will protect yourself. You saying what you don't want in the beginning won't deter her from attempting to break down your defenses. She will find alternate ways to infiltrate your mind, like rushing into a relationship, attempting to get pregnant quickly, and moving in before you know who she is. She wants to isolate you from your support system in order to dominate your mind. So she is the type of person that will try to tell you that your friends tried to holler at her. Your friend, he looks at me in a sexual way. He tried to flirt with me, and then you start turning on all your friends. I don't really care to go over your mother's house. I don't like how she treats me. Then you never take her around. You even stop going around your family. She has to isolate you and get you away from your support system so that she can dominate your mind, because she knows the body must follow. Now get to the part where you as a man can protect yourself against both the overt and the covert. The overt is a little bit easier. You can tell her, I ain't doing that, and she's gone. The overt is going to take everything you say you ain't going to do as a challenge, and she's like, I'm going to get it about you. She's a lot more crafty. She's a lot more confident. She's a lot more manipulative. And she's like a slow smoked brisket that takes about 13 hours. She's not no microwave chicken where you pop it in and you pop it right back out. You got that instant gratification. You can enjoy a hot meal. You like, no. That's for the overt. The covert, she gonna put that brisket in your oven and let it simmer and let it smoke. And then when you eat it, it's tender. And you're like, that was worth the wait. That covert woman knows that what she wants about you is worth the wait. So how do you take protective measures? You got 10 ways to protect yourself. Oh, yeah, I went extensive. I went extensive on the overt. I went extensive on the covert. Now I'm going extensive on how you can protect yourself. Number 1, never hand over anything you are not willing to part with permanently. Permanently. Don't give this woman access to anything that you are not willing to part with permanently. I feel like I have to stress this point here, because if you give her money, you're never getting it back. If you give her any material item, you are never getting that back. I'm telling you right now. You can't say, give me all my things when y'all break up. I want my TV back. I put it in here because you let me live here temporarily while we was together. She's going to say, that's my TV. You ain't taking nothing out of my house. Anything you part with, you will not get it back. Know and understand this point right here. Number 2, enforce your own boundaries relentlessly. Stand on your business. If you said no, let your no be no. Never change. If she doesn't like it, she's going to flee. You just protected yourself. Setting boundaries with a woman like this, that's not what she wants. She's going to flee. You're your own boundary police. You have to enforce that law yourself. Number 3, never provide information that can be used to blackmail or convict you. Don't tell her about the licks you hit if you're doing any of that kind of crazy stuff. But this is just an example. Don't tell her things that she can take to the police or to the boys. Don't tell her things that she can use to blackmail me. If you don't do what I want you to do, I'm going to tell everybody that you did this. And you're like, whoa, she got me. Now I have to comply. And guess what? I guarantee you, when you do comply, she's still going to have that same piece of blackmail over you. She's not, you don't comply with what she's asking you and then the blackmail goes away. Nope, she's going to be like, no, this is long term, daddy-o. I got you. She needs the dirt on you in order to maintain her leverage. Number 4, never be afraid to walk away when she's acting in an inappropriate manner. You trying to control a woman ain't gonna work. You walking away when she's acting in the way you don't like, that's best. Get out of there. Let her know, no, we're not doing this. Now, if you can make a more permanent decision early on to walk away due to her inappropriate behavior, you just dodged a bullet. Congratulations. Flying colors. But if you continue to entertain this woman beyond her inappropriate behavior, what you will see is that she is going to consistently be inappropriate. Because she's not here to behave herself. She is here to extract something from you. You are going to find yourself in a toxic relationship where you are constantly telling this woman what you don't like. And if she's really crafty, she'll make sure she doesn't do what she wants to do the same way she did it before so that it feels like it's a new situation. But really, it's the same thing. She just avoided to do it the same exact way she did it in the past. Pay attention. Number 5, never chase after a woman under any circumstances. Never chase after a woman under any circumstances. I don't want to hear not a piece of justification as to why you over pursued this woman, why you double text her and called her 3 or 4 times. Well, she had my motorcycle at her house. Well, she had my keys. Bro, never chase this woman under any circumstances. At all. If she doesn't want to be bothered, let her go. If she becomes silent, enjoy the peace. If she detached, go about your business. Number 6, never trust a woman's words, but only her actions, or her actions only. Don't let her talk your ears into love. Don't fall in love with what you hear. Fall in love with what you see. The way she actually treats you, what she actually does. And what you'll notice by paying attention to what she actually does nothing. She talks a lot more than she does. Her mouthpiece is the way she's going to infiltrate your brain. Number 7, address all red flags assertively and let her know they will not be tolerated. Again, reinforcing your boundaries. When you see something that you don't like, say, I don't like this. Nah, we don't communicate like that. Nah, you played a little, that don't feel right. Moving forward, let's not do it like that because I'm not that kind of guy. We're not going to do that. You feel me? Like, I just want to be clear. I can't control you, but I just want to let you know that we're not doing that. It could be anything. If she call you out her name, let her. If she decides to give you the silent treatment because of any reason, let her know, like, hey, I prefer to have conversations when I've inflicted pain on somebody. I need somebody to come and tell me so that you give me a fair opportunity to make adjustments. Therefore, I'm able to prove that I genuinely care about you, and then we can have our peace back sooner than later versus going this whole week without talking just to have this inevitable conversation anyway. So moving forward, if you're going to be silent, I'm going to take that as you don't want to communicate, and I'm going to leave you alone. But if you really care about me, you'll sit me down and you'll tell me how you feel. You'll use your words and speak your mind. Although her words ain't worth a crap. She better attempt to express herself. Number 8, never respond emotionally to any conflict or altercation. This will be used as fuel to justify her toxic and abusive behavior. It may even be used to claim that she's the victim of yours. If she can get up under your skin, infiltrate your mind, therefore get you to emotionally respond to her toxicity, then she is a victim of yours. Because even though you're the victim of hers, she did it in a covert manner so that it goes undetected by any outside source, including yourself. You might even feel guilty because you're the one who inflicted pain on her as a result of her playing these mind games on you. And then when she goes to the authorities or vents to your mother and everybody that you guys know, you're convinced you're the problem. And this is how she maintains or gains control over your mind, therefore that your body will follow. Number 9, never move in with a woman. And if you ever want to cohabitate with a woman, it needs to be in your place. Never move in with a woman under any circumstances. Men do it all the time. I get it. Don't do it. If you can avoid it, avoid that. Never move in with a woman. She can move into your place or no place at all. Lastly, number 10, never discuss your friends and family's business with her, because she will disclose that information in order to sabotage your other relationships. Once you are on bad terms with this woman and she has realized that you are not willing to participate, she will sabotage your relationships. Not only do you lose her, well, you never had her. The only reason why she entertained you is because she felt like you were green, you were goofy, you are an easy target. But once you have addressed all the red flags and realized she hasn't changed anything, therefore you walk away, now she's going to reach out to everybody. Once she feels like you have escaped her grasp, she's going to reach out to everybody that you badmouth and you exposed their personal business to her about. And she's going to tell them exactly what you said. And they are going to know you said it because she doesn't know them. You do. And there's no way she would know that information unless you told her. If you follow these 10 steps, neither the overt or the covert, neither the direct or indirect woman, modern women, will infiltrate your mind and your body will not follow. If you found this video helpful in any way, please give me a like, comment, subscribe. If you're new to this channel, my name is Jerome, and this has been yet another episode of The Superb Word. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all day, and until next time, 2 fingers.